guys, I know I haven't made a video in a while, but I do have a haul today. The first book came on Friday and the other 3 came on Monday, so there are 4 books in total. The first book I got is called The Kinevata Are Waiting for You, and it's by Dorothy Bryant. And from my understanding, this is about this ruthless kind of guy who doesn't really care about other people, and he lives this very morally unsound lifestyle. And then he comes across this group of people who are more primitive and simple, and they just have a lifestyle that's very different from anyone else. At first he's very reluctant to learn from them, but he does eventually undergo this spiritual growth, and I think that'll be very interesting to read about. The next book I got is called Tiger's Curse, and I'm very excited to have this book because I've seen a lot of really good reviews for it here on YouTube, especially from Angelica M2009 and Books with Court. They both really love this series, so I'm very excited to read it. This is about this guy who I think has been turned into a tiger, and there's a girl who has to help him break the curse. And of course there's a romance, and I think some sort of love triangle as well, because I've heard a lot of people compare this to Twilight, which is okay, I guess. This does appeal to me more than Twilight. The tigers, India, and the mythology, I find that a lot more interesting than vampires and werewolves personally. So hopefully I'll like this book because then I'll pick up the rest of the series. I really like the covers, they're just really cool. The last 2 books are the ones that I'm the most excited to have. They're by Ray Bradbury, and I just really like his writing style. The first one is The Illustrated Man, and these are actually different covers from what I thought I was going to get, but I actually really like these better, so that's good, I guess, at least. I did check this book out from the library a few months ago, and I was able to finish most of the book, but not all of it before I had to return it. I'm happy to have it again so I can finally finish it. The Illustrated Man is a very interesting book. It's about this man whose whole body is covered in these very elaborate tattoos, and they're not just ordinary tattoos. They're made up of all these moving images that are basically visions. This is a collection of short stories, and each of his tattoo scenes corresponds to one of the stories in the book. I just think that's a very interesting and unique way to tie all of the stories together. And each story offers a lot of insight into human nature, so they're very thought-provoking, which is the kind of books that I like to read. The stories are pretty depressing though, and one of them actually made me cry, which is pretty lame, I know, but I could relate to it, and it just made me really sad to think about. The other Ray Bradbury book I got is Something Wicked This Way Comes, and I cannot express to you guys how excited I am to have this book. I'm just really excited to read it. It's about this town where some sort of carnival or circus comes to town, and then all these weird things start happening. So it's supposed to be very spooky, but at the same time it deals with emotional human issues, so it gives you something to think about. I'm really looking forward to reading this. Those were all the books that I got, but I do actually have one more thing to show you guys, and I'm very excited about it, and that is a Kindle. Yay! I got the new Kindle Touch, and it's in this form-fitted case. It looks like this, and I just really like it so far. I like that you can get a lot of classics for free on it. I've got 29 so far. Jane Eyre, Frankenstein, Dracula, The Phantom of the Opera, Pride and Prejudice. You can get Shakespeare or the works of Edgar Allan Poe, The Lost World. Any of those older classics you can get for free, and I think that's really cool. The main thing I like about this though is that I can get library books on it. So instead of going to the library here, which doesn't have a very good selection of books, I can just log on to my state's library website, and they have all kinds of books, and I can just have them sent to my Kindle. I don't have to return them to the library. It's just a lot more convenient for me. And I do have a book checked out right now. It's The Lost City of Z. Just looks like that. It's really easy to read on here, and I like that you can read in any position you want without having to worry about your hands getting tired or the book closing on you. And turning the pages is effortless. Overall, I'm very impressed with it so far, and I can't wait to read on this some more. Well, that's it for my In My Mailbox video. If you've read any of these books, let me know what you thought about them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.